At shooting guard, Bryn Forbes. At the other guard position.
And with tip, great vision, David. Thank you. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyons. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for Charlotte, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Rozier's out there with Bacon. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Here's Bacon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Forbes drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
Pass to Washington. And here is Rozier. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And a wide open look for Zeller. That shot missing. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Inside. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 6 points.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now, here's Rozier. Five to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Bridges cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, just beating good defense. And you see Bridges' jump shot. Low release point, a little bit of a push shot, but he shoots it for a pretty good percentage.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Washington. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully, too.
Rozier against Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, you look at that situation. He thought he could keep Murray from converting if he got physical with him. You better think again.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Now, here's Rozier. Chalk up 2 there. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Lyles. He kicks it to Forbes. Passes to DeRozan. Here's Forbes. The pass to Aldridge. Bridges with the steal. Here's Bacon. Over in the corner, Rozier. Drills it from outside. Rozier's got 5 points so far. And Murray winning second-team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star. Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
You know, you look at the potential Murray has, and it's exciting, quite honestly. He's a lead guard. He plays the point, but he's more of a scorer than a distributor at this point.
Over to the wing. Pass to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. Down low and stolen by Murray. Here's Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 8 points for him.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
Rozier kicks to Zeller. Rozier against Lyons. And DeRozan sends it back. Here is Forbes, and Bacon pulls it down.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Bridges. Rozier the pass to Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Knicks in New York. Murray outside. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Rozier. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Murray outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark coming out of Washington is a one-and-done. DeJounte Murray is considered a raw prospect.
Yeah, very raw. The 29th pick in the 2016 draft, guys, taken by the Spurs. Excellent physical tools and outstanding athleticism. Was surprising that he left when he did. I recall that when I heard. But at 6'5", a 7-foot wingspan, he's got a chance to be special.
Now, here's Bridges. Passes it to Bacon. Zeller inside. DeRozan defending. No problems knocking that one down. Bridges has got 5.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Murray, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Graham, the pass to Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Graham, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Graham surveying the floor. Just 3 to shoot. The pass to Bridges. Over Murray, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Washington, and Monks subbed in for Bacon. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's White in for DeJounte Murray.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
So it's the Hornets now, following the shot by Rudy Gay. Here's Monk. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 3. It's Gay with the drive. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. That'll get a thumbs up from the coach.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Now, here's Monk. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Zeller. From down in the low post, it goes. Zeller's got 6 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Here's Graham. Pass to Bridges. To the wing on the left. Long for three. And another three for Charlotte.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And here's White, following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. Bellinelli finds Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fades away. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges dishes to Graham. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 4 and stolen by Zeller. Graham with the ball, wide on him. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for White, how he performed last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Guys, you know, last season the Hornets coming up short at the end. They were right in the hunt, but finished 9th in the East. Really was a solid season for them, but they were hoping for a return to the playoffs.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Graham. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. Mills can't hit. And Clark, the Hornets, the 9th seed, as you mentioned, they were in it until the end.
And, you know, guys, Charlotte has only made the playoffs once since returning to the Hornets moniker. Thought it might be their year last year. I'm not sure of the direction of the team currently.
Now Graham, 29 points for him last game against New York. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
On the wing, Bellinelli. Bridges with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Zeller. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Zeller's got 8 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Graham kicks to Williams. Here's Graham, covered by Mills. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Mills with it. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Gay. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Bellinelli. Kicks it to Gay. Clock at 6.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Monk. Jacks up a 3. Right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
San Antonio trailing here. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Ogier and Monk, they're the backcourt. And it's Zeller in the center filling out the middle. And the minutes down Clark slightly for Pirtle last season, but his role grew down the stretch.
And not only his role grew, but I think his production improved as well. He got better as a passer. His rebounding took a jump forward. The counting stats won't wow you, but he's making progress and impacting his team in a positive way.
Passes it to Monk from deep. They get the rebound. Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
I tell you what, the energy Williams showed there paid off on the offensive glass.
And the pass to Pirtle. Dishes to White. Pass to Bellinelli. Rebound by Williams.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
A rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Here's Gay over Monk. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Clark, here's a simple one for you with the ball in his hands. Who is the fastest player you've seen in the NBA going end to end, baseline to baseline?
I think it's John Wall when he's healthy. I've not seen a guy with the ball get where he gets as fast as he does. And then after that, probably up-and-coming De'Aaron Fox.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook's in the conversation, too.
You know who's also pretty quick for his size? Ben Simmons. When he gets going downhill.
Yeah, good call. Good call. You forget about him because of his size.
Right.
You're right.
6'10".
Great call, Kevin.
The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Marvin Williams. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lyle comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. The Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The shot by Monk is no good.
No, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 7.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here is Forbes. Mills looking it over. Pass to Gay. Fires the three. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Boy, I love seeing Gay go right up with the shot off the pass. No wasted motion.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Now here's Williams. He had 13 points in the win against New York. Bacon's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And here is Rozier. Passes it to Monk. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup. Monk's got 5 now.
We know he can shoot deep, but he also has a nice touch inside. So Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Lyles passes to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Gay kicks to Forbes. Off target with his 3. Hornets trail by 9. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
There's the pass to Forbes. Gay against Williams. Williams with the block. Here's Monk. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Knicks in New York. Now Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. Here's Bacon. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray with it. Pass to Lyles. All alone. San Antonio again missing. Now here's Monk. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Rozier. Back to Monk. To the paint, Washington. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Pass to Lyles from deep 3-point range. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And the Spurs acquiring All-Star DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl in exchange for Kawhi Leonard with 1 full season in the bag. How do you view that trade?
Well, I tell you what, I think it's going to work well both ways. Obviously, for Toronto, it was fantastic, but I like Poeltl. This guy has tremendous attributes and ability as a big guy. The Spurs, with no interest in a long rebuild, they'd rather retool on the fly, and I think they put themselves in position to be pretty good going forward.
4 on the clock. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Graham.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Now here's DeRozan. Trying to get something going. Here's Aldridge. 2 points. That one goes. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good position.
Rozier kicks to Graham. Outside Williams. Here's Washington. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. The pass to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Here's Forbes. No good with the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Rozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now, here's Rozier. 9 points in the game so far. With some arc. Offensive rebound.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Bellinelli passes to Murray. Pass to Pirtle. Aldridge with it. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Wide open look here for Murray, and a miss there on the triple.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
They get it back. Here's DeRozan. Off on the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Graham. Softly drops in the floater. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Outside DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
It's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Kicks it to Graham. Pass to Zeller. The shot comes out. Aldridge with some nice D. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's laid up and in by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 6.
Boy, sometimes there's just no stopping DeRozan. When he's determined to score, he's going to fight his way through contact.
1:49 left here in the second. High arcing shot, and Pirtle sends it back. Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. And San Antonio with the change here too. Derek White's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Graham. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Here's Bacon. From 10 feet out, San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Bellinelli. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Man, DeRozan, such a dangerous scorer in there. The defense has to push him out of there.
Graham, the pass to Bacon. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Mills, he's checked in for Bellinelli. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. For Charlotte, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the free throw, no good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
.35 seconds left in the first half. Passes to Washington. Zeller with it. Pirtle with the steal.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with. Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box out, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court right now for the Spurs, Trey Lyles out there with DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. DeRozan's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Just good at drawing fouls. Bridges plays well in traffic and through the contact.
Well, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup, Clark. Miles Bridges is going to make some plays.
Well, I love his rugged quality he has, guys. I mean, he can guard anybody at the 3 or 4 spot. Doesn't mind going up against guys that are bigger. Everybody knows about his athletic ability and dunking it, but he's got more in this package than that.
Hornets trail by 4. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Now the pass to Bacon. And here is Rozier. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is good. Rozier's got 11 points. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 43% for the game. Here's Murray up on top. Rozier defending. The shot's good.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
first minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Rozier against Murray. Poked away and stolen by Murray. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Making the pass to Rozier. Takes the three. A nice shot by Zeller. He's got 11.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Washington. Murray kicks to Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Rozier looking around. Three-pointer. But they recover it. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now we get a chance to check out Forbes. How he did last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
And the Hornets making a change here. Monk's checked in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Monk. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Spurs leading by 7. Inside. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Zeller. Now, here's Rozier. Aldridge is covering. 6 to shoot. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Misses the chippy right there. The Spurs have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Passes it to Monk. Down low. Here's Washington. Makes it off the glass. Washington's got 11 points.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
DeRozan against Bridges. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Offline from the top of the key. Hornets trail by 7. Bridges kicks to Rozier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Gay's checked in. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 11. Outside Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got his second bucket.
You know, one of the things that Williams has done over his career is really improve his three-point stroke. You've got to guard him out there now.
And there's the pass to Gay. Over Williams. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Shot from the top of the key, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
And Monk is a threat really to score from anywhere. I mean, when he's in rhythm, he is absolutely dynamite from this spot.
Murray kicks to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's 13 points for Rudy Gay.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Monk. He's got 7, and he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
Bridges against DeRozan. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Here's Monk. Can't tie it up as that one misses. San Antonio leading. DeRozan on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Pass to Wiles. Over Rozier. That misses off the backboard. Charlotte has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now Monk. 9 points in the game so far. Zeller passes to Rozier. For the tie. Unable to get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
Well, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
Williams with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 8 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Now here's Bellinelli. 11 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing. Hornets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Graham. He has 7. Pass to Monk for the lead, and another 3 for Charlotte.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the shot repertoire of Jakob Poeltl, mostly 10 feet and in is his strength. He's an old-school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
And Bacon's checked in for Zeller. And Clark at 7 feet tall. Poeltl a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Poeltl can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Now here's Williams. Passes it to Bacon. Fade away. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the left wing. Now here's Mills. Graham defending. Poeltl, no one around him. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Poeltl's got 6.
What I really like about Poeltl is the soft hands. He's got excellent hands. You can't teach that. And he's got a nice stroke from mid-range.
And the pass to Monk. The 3. That shot off the mark. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Mills. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What's up? You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 17. To the inside, Bridges. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gay. Here's White. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Monk.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Derek White played his first 3 years at Division III UC Colorado Springs. This guy ended up being the 29th pick in the 2017 draft out of Colorado. In his lone season with the Buffaloes, he was all Pac-12 first team and all defense.
Here's Graham. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. Over Mills. Bridges misses. And coming out of high school, White's only scholarship offer was a partial one to Colorado Springs.
And you know what, guys? Sometimes rejection like that can actually fuel you to greater heights. It put a chip on his shoulder. He plays with an edge. He improved, transferred to the Pac-12 for his senior season, and really the rest is history. He's got a promising future as an NBA player in front of him.
The shot by Monk is no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Gay drives in, and he gets it to go. Gay's got 15.
Yeah, it's important for Gay to be able to finish in traffic. I mean, he's so much better when he shows some physicality and toughness.
Monk, the pass to Graham. Here's Bacon, covered by Mills. A floater. Bacon's shot is off. Right side, White. Pass to Mills. He dishes it to Gay. Lays it up off the glass. Gay's got 6 in the quarter.
So comfortable finishing on the move. It's very rare to see Gay off balance on this drive.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Hornets trail by 6. They've got Monk. Bridges out there with Bacon. And it's Washington in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Hits it from three-point range. Bacon's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. Passes it to Gay. On the wing, Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock, and another basket for San Antonio.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. San Antonio also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Gay. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Patty Mills. Now here's Aldridge. Good on the three-point shot.
You know, we get so spoiled by the skill Aldridge has in the paint, we sometimes forget about his outside game.
quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Graham kicks to Zeller. There's the pass to Bridges. Here's Washington. Shoots it up. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Graham. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. White the pass to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Hornets now. And stolen by Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Here's DeRozan. Misses the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's White. Following the miss by Miles Bridges. Can't cash in from close range. Hornets trail by 6. Graham with the ball. Pass to Bacon. Shot clock at 6. Graham dishes to Zeller. Pass to Bacon. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte. The Spurs also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Now, here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Here's Washington. Banked in off the glass.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Rozier. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Murray against Rozier. Murray outside. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Spurs lead by 8.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Rozier. Cans the 12-footer. Spurs leading by 6. Now here's Murray. Five on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable. You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Rozier. Deep, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Spurs leading by 10. And here's DeRozan. Shoots over Bridges, and the Spurs scoring again.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, there's so many different ways DeRozan can beat you. When he's hot, he's a problem.
Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
That's good from Rozier.
And last year, the Hornets seemed on the cusp of making a run into the playoffs. Never could quite get there.
And, you know, they had a chance to make some big moves at the deadline, but refrained from doing so. The team hasn't made a big roster splash in a long time, and you know the fans are starting to beg for a shakeup.
And the dunk by Zeller.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here is Forbes, following the score by Charlotte. Here's Murray. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And the Hornets call time here.
And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drumming. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Well, you were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strengths of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old school and make it work for them.
Up and in on the layup. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now, here's Rozier. Now, Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Plenty of space. And it's Rozier missing. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Kept alive. Can't get it to fall. Hornets trail by 10. Rozier for 3. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 13 with that last one. And they double up DeRozan. Passes to Lyles. To the paint. Over Rozier. And that one's good by Aldridge. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now, here's Rozier. Here's Zeller. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Left side, DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
And the Hornets call time here. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Spurs leading by 11. Murray surveying the D. There's the dish to Aldridge. Corner shot, and it's Murray, that time on the assist by Aldridge. Murray's got 26.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ, excellent pass.
Bridges against DeRozan. Shoots from 12. Nice D from DeRozan. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. On defense, the Hornets. It's a 13-point game. To the middle, here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
Boy, at 6'11", Aldridge makes this look really easy. All he needs is the right positioning, and it's over.
A minute 42 left in the game. Great open look there. Graham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Murray. Misses the layup.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Bridges against DeRozan. Bridges passes to Bacon. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. They get it again. Zeller. Nice D from Aldridge. San Antonio leading by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for San Antonio.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Good.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
DeRozan against Bridges. Here's DeRozan. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them...
David, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the...